I wrote an amazing talk for you guys tonight. You would laugh, you would cry, you would be inspired, you would have loved it, except it didn't feel right. I practiced it, I sent it to Lex. She approved it, she thought it was great, but it still in my gut just didn't feel right. And if there's anything that I've learned throughout life, it's that you really need to listen to that voice and follow your gut in life. So about a month ago, I went to a conference, and I heard a speaker talk, and she was talking about the concept of using a compass. And it really resonated with me, because I'm actually really outdoorsy. Don't let the white outfit throw you off. I love to be out in a tent and sleep under the stars and get dirty and go hiking. And to go hiking, it's really important to have a map. The map has all the trails on it, it has the park that you're in, you can follow your direction of where you need to go, until, if you're adventurous like me, you wander off the trail. Or you find a trail that's not on the map. Or you decide that there's a beautiful field of wildflowers and you must check it out. Then, to find your way back, you need that compass. Because if you're off the trail, it's the compass that's going to take you in the direction that you need to go to get from where you are to where you want to be. Now, this is true in our businesses as well. I think many of us throughout the past 18 months were having businesses that worked fantastic until the pandemic hit. And then, yeah, I'm going to use the word, we pivoted. And that pivot, for many of us, was a great thing. Now, I'm in education. I run a small elementary school. And so for us, we suddenly saw a big problem with education and how kids were getting in touch with their teacher, with how they were learning, with parents suddenly being the teacher, the business leader, the mother, the household leader, and all of these different roles. So, as a small business who was trying to solve problems, we launched a distance learning program. We launched 3 different levels of homeschool support programs. We built so many different trails on this map to try and support people that it was difficult and really pulled a lot of distraction of our energy from our core business. And so in the past year, we've looked at where is our compass? Where is that place that we need to be leading? What's going to take us from where we are to where we want to be? And we've dropped off all those other trails on the map, because those trails were leading south, but our compass needs to lead north. Now, we do this in education as well. So when I work with our educators who are working with our young learners and we're building projects, we come at them from a concept-based approach. So instead of teaching about the Revolutionary War, which we talk a lot about in my house because my daughter is really into Hamilton, instead of teaching just about the Revolutionary War, we're teaching about conflict and community. Why do wars happen? Why is it important that we understand what happens between 2 countries when they don't get along, or what happens between 2 people when they don't get along? And how can we bridge that divide and live together in community? And how can we be peacemakers? Another example of this is talking about our family trees. It's a project that a lot of us have probably done in school. But instead of just building a family tree, we're talking about our identity. Who are we in our family? Who are we in the community? Who are we in the global world around us? A last example of this from education was our Changemakers unit. We wanted to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement. We wanted to talk about disability advocacy and gender rights and women's rights and suffrage and the right to vote. And so we did all these things through a lens of how can I use my voice to be a change maker in the world? And so now we can use this in business as well. Because when we apply concepts to the projects that we create and the projects that we're building in our businesses, it allows us to let go of all of the things that we've done in the past. The saying of, why are we doing it this way? Well, we're doing it this way because it's the way we've always done it. When we look at a concept-based approach to our projects and our business, we can let go of the way we've always done it because we know where we're going. And so it allows us space and innovation within that compass direction to get to where we want to be. And so this is what I want for you. As we're looking at our lives, as we're looking at our businesses, as we're creating new projects, is to look at that concept in our projects that'll lead us to where we want to be. To follow that compass in our business that'll move us in the direction towards our goals, and to follow that intuition in our lives that will keep us on our path and keep us true to ourselves. Because when we do those things, and friends, this is really what I want for you, when we do those things, you can be unstoppable.